Okay. Good afternoon, guest of honor, Dr. Kheng, Minister for Defense, Mr. Tony Chiu, Chairman of the Board of Duke-NUS, Professor Rangakrishnan, Dean of Duke-NUS, Professor Kheng Choon, President of NUS, Professor Victor Zhao, Chancellor for Health Affairs, Duke University, distinguished guests and friends, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Kheng Choon, a member of the class of 2011. The past 4 years in Duke-NUS has been an intense journey. It was one of those journeys that you embark on, wondering if you have what it takes to complete it. And after you have completed it, you still wonder in disbelief that you have actually completed it. This journey would have been impossible without the people who believed in us, worked with us, and I want to take this opportunity to say a big thank you to them on behalf of my classmates. The first group are family and friends. I mention you first and foremost because without your support and care, we will not be here today. To our spouses, moms and dads, brothers and sisters, daughters and sons, boyfriends and girlfriends, thank you. There were times when you needed us, but we were not there. Instead, we were huddled in front of computers, watching video lectures, and all buried in our books. There were also times when the incessant tests and exams stressed us to breaking point, and in our cranky moods, we took it out on you. Yet, you never abandoned us. You gave us the space when we needed it, and you were there for us when we needed a firm shoulder to lean on. For me and my classmates, it has been your patience and love that motivated us to finish what we began, and hopefully make you proud. The next group of people I want to thank are our patients. I recently cared for a patient who had fluid in his lungs because of recurrent cancer. Unfortunately for him, his prognosis was grim. He also had good physical findings that were essential for medical students like us, and many came to examine him. But because of his condition, he was always breathless, nearly deaf, and had a very hoarse voice. It made communication extremely difficult, and it was obviously frustrating and tiring for him. Yet, he never declined to be examined by students. He once passed me a note in which he had scribbled, "I don't mind students, but remember, be humble and nice to patients." I was humbled by his sincerity and commitment to our education, yet he was just one amongst a vast number of patients whom we have met, who partook in our education. Despite their illness, their discomfort, and sometimes pain, the class of 2011 is eternally grateful, and as doctors, we will remember the lessons you have taught us. Of course, the class of 2011 would not be here today if not for the dedication and passion of our faculty and teachers. As the old Chinese saying goes, 一日为师，终身为父, which means a teacher for a day is like a father for a lifetime. We are indebted to you, not only for imparting your knowledge and experience, but for your unwavering support and encouragement. I remember that some of the faculty who taught us in first year, when the school just started, were not even paid, and they had to take personal leave just to conduct classes for us. I hope the pay and the leave issue has been sorted out by now. If not, we'll feel really, really bad. There are also those like our clinical tutors, Drs. Lim Shi-Hui, Ku Wen-Sin, Tiru, Cynthia Goh, and Simon Ong, who were with us on our journey from the very first day, imparting to us the finer art of inspection, palpation, percussion, and auscultation to us. They are the ones responsible for our bedside manners or the lack of it, so you know who to contact. We are also grateful to Drs. Sandy Cook, Mara McAdams, Bob Kame, Craig Stanberg. Whenever something went wrong, they would bore the brunt of our frustrations. Despite that, they were always gracious, helpful, and encouraging. They listened to our frustrations and did everything within their power to always try and ameliorate the situation. 10thly, there's Professor Sukichi. 11thly, there's Professor Pierce Chow. Which number did I stop at? 12thly, there's Professor Kung Hing now. And the list goes on. They were some of the many, many tutors and doctors who have made a lasting impact on our class. You are our role models to becoming great clinicians and teachers. I'm unable to name you all because of time constraints, but we are very, very grateful to you. Last but not least, special mention goes to the many organizations and individuals who have made financial contributions to the school. Medical education is expensive, and most of us are broke. The contributions supported us in our journey and lightened our burdens. Thank you. Our class has been through countless adversities and challenges. Year 1 was filled with tests after tests. It was like being in a leaking boat called Team GMS, as it was called then, with 5 or 6 other classmates, and having to bail water right from the get-go. And as the years went on, the holes got bigger, and we had to bail faster and harder. Anytime someone slowed or slackened, the rest had to pick up the pace, or worse, stop to knock some sense into the guy. The pace was so intense that there wasn't even time to fall sick. Because if you did, you'd be left drowning in catch-up tests. Every day I woke up with a sinking feeling, literally, because there was always another test waiting for me. Luckily, it was only limited to 1 year. Year 2 was plain shock and awe. It was the year we were deployed to the wards to learn, but the expectations of us has been set so high that we were expected to perform like house officers only after 1 year of medical school. Of course, those expectations came crashing down within the first few weeks. We didn't know how to order fluids, we stood on the wrong side of the bed, we couldn't even present the case properly. We bombed with such a deafening boom that some of my classmates were literally left in tears from the taunting comments that we were bombarded with. Fortunately, after the dust settled, reality prevailed. We were accepted for what we were, second-year medical students, and not the superhumans we were touted to be. The third and fourth years were less hectic, but no less frustrating, as there was no precedence or boundaries to guide us. We muddled our way through, sorting out challenge after challenge with our faculty, such as registering research mentors, getting our attachments sorted out, planning our rotations. Even our final exam format was only confirmed at the very last minute. Throughout this time, many of my classmates also faced personal crises, from dealing with sick family members and also financial difficulties at home. There were also constant lingering doubt as to whether we will become good doctors. Despite all this, we are here today. Because of our class small size, we enjoyed a close working relationship with our teachers. Because of our status as pioneers, we had the pick of the best and most senior faculty who were involved in the curriculum firsthand and could influence the policies and teaching methods downstream. Most importantly, the challenges and sometimes unrealistic expectations only made us better, stronger, and more united as a class. In fact, in these 4 years of great adversity, our small class of 20 students went on to have 6 marriages and 4 babies. At least the stress has not dampened our fertility. Adversity is like a grinding stone. It can grind you down to nothing. But handled correctly, it can polish and reveal the shine in you. It is this attitude that I hope the class of 2011 will carry into our internships and residencies as we end our journey here in Duke-NUS. Not to let adversity grind you down, but to polish you into the shimmering diamonds that you are. As we embark on this new phase of our lives, I want to share with you, my classmates, a philosophy that has guided me for many years. There is an old Chinese saying, 修身, 齐家, 治国, 平天下. Translated, it means to cultivate oneself, raise a family, govern the country, pacify the world. Or it sounds melodramatic and out of context in modern Singapore. It bears an important lesson for me. In life, there is an order to success and it starts within us. We must first cultivate the qualities and virtues of success, such as integrity, persistence, compassion. These qualities must bear out in our daily lives and our relationship with the people around us. It is these qualities that will enable us to raise stable families and at the same time make us good doctors. From here, the lessons and experience of dealing with the family will prepare you for a career. The order, self, family, country will also gives me a sense of priority and compass in life. We must not neglect our families as we enter a busy phase of our lives. We may not spend more time with them, but we can certainly make whatever little time with them meaningful and enjoyable. It is only with the cultivated qualities and a stable, supportive family that I believe you can really work to expand your career. Finally, I want to leave you with this quote from Osler. The practice of medicine is not an art. It is an art, not a trade. A calling, not a business. A calling in which your heart will be exercised equally with your head. Often the best part of your work will have nothing to do with the potions and powders, but with the exercise of an influence of the strong upon the weak, of the righteous upon the wicked, and of the wise upon the foolish. Remember when we started year 1, we shared a collective vision as a pioneer class to help lay the foundation of Duke-NUS not only as a center of academic and research excellence, but also as an institution whose students have a compassion for the people around us. Looking back, I think we have done well. We have seeded the culture of community service within student activities and helped start Camp Simba and Project Karen with the help of our schoolmates. But I urge the class of 2011 to continue to be worthy role models for our juniors and never stop helping the less fortunate among us, even as we seek success in our careers. With that, I wish you all the best in your endeavors. May we meet again many years from now with great families and successful careers. Before that, I would also like to thank Tina and Dim Song for their inputs in my speech. Thank you.